place. So, hold on. I've used this since last year, so I want to make sure the words are on. Okay, so the kids learned this little ditty called the rounding rep. Find the place value and circle that digit. If I said nearest tens place, circle that digit. Move to the right and underline it. 0 through 4, the circle stays the same, but 5 through 9, adding 1 is the game. So let's say this was a 9 or a 7. Anything 5 through 9, ooh, then I've got to change this. You know, adding 1 is the game. So this would turn into a 5. Now flex your muscles just like a hero. Digits to the right, change to 0. All the other numbers, they stay the same. Yo, you're a winner at the rounding game. So it doesn't matter which digit you're rounding to, it's the same thing. Circle the digit you're rounding to, you're going to look at the digit to the right, and that's going to determine whether it stays the same or not. So that's something that hopefully will help them in estimating.
Can we have that little bitty?
Oh yeah, I mean, I will be sending it home. Are you? Oh, before you leave? If you, when I get to this, they will get this to go home. But right now, they haven't heard it yet. Okay. So.
Okay, then in kindergarten, we start out with measurement, and we're using non-standard units when we start out. We're not really using anything actual measures. We might use cubes, we might use paper clips, we might use anything that we can do where they can measure how many of something to get that baseline measuring skill in. And then we're going to do time. So we're already doing calendar every day, and then we'll also work on later in the year telling time to the hour. And then we do both digital and analog. And we've actually already been ordering events, so that kind of is across the curriculum, something that we do. And then money will be at the end of the year. And then we actually do fractions too, a real introductory basic level building, again, that foundation, getting them ready for first and second grade.
First grade does all those things. I don't know why that's empty.
Yeah, that's weird that it's fun.
It wasn't empty the
Yeah,
other day.
but
Anyway, they do all those things, and of course we just build onto, so you can see in second grade, we're using measurement, but we do use both metric and standard units for measurement. So they are going to learn about, centimeters and meters and grams and pounds and all that. Time is really a challenging thing. But it's winter, usually when we get to time, usually around January, February, and we work real hard, and it's so awesome to see the kids really finally get what that clock is and what those little increments are, and it's great.
And they can stop asking when lunch is.
Yeah. Or, I'll say, look at the clock. And then fractions, again, they will learn that it's part apart. What is that? That number on top, that line, and the number on the bottom. Basically, I tell them, if it's something like 3/5, 3 parts out of 5 same-sized parts. So they kind of learn, and then we use manipulatives and pictures, and they can kind of see that in their head, okay? And it's easier to understand if they've got the pictures in front of them.
And then in kindergarten, we do data analysis, and actually we do this every day with our weather graph. And we just had, for the month of September, on school days, we had a tie on our weather graph between sunny and cloudy. And they thought that was pretty cool because that's never happened before where we had a tie. So they really like doing the graph. And actually today in science, we did a leaf graph. So that data analysis really does flow across the curriculum again in kindergarten. That's a big one. And then geometry, we will be doing shapes real soon, and then going to that 3D and 2D with studying geometry.
And and you can see that is continued in first grade, and into second grade. They start using the graphing and the data to actually figure things out, you know. And geometry, by the time they're in second grade, they can actually learn ordered pairs. We only do the upper right quadrant, you know, positive, positive. Although, you know what, there are some kids who may really be ready for negatives, I don't know. Every year, I just have to wait and see what I have, but, you know, and the game Battleship is really good for that. Because the kids, you know, they learn Battleship, oh, it's at A6, hit, or A6, miss, or whatever. You know, so that helps. If you've got that game at home, play that, you know, play that game with your child. We do word problems daily, pretty much in second grade. I do send home, I'm sure second grade parents have seen it, the little packet that goes home every week, just so they get used to how can I figure out this real life situation using them. Do I have to add, do I have to subtract, do I have to add first and then subtract? Or does this mean I'm just putting it in groups and that really means multiplying? And, you know, depending on where they are, some of the kids are ready for challenge things. And it's something that we try to do every single day because it's just good for them to get used to. You want to talk about the
Sure.
difficulty?
I know that kindergarten and first grade, this is exactly how we run our math sessions. We have to start out with a warm-up. So one of our warm-ups right now is Tally Tuesdays. So we tally something. We find something that we're going to count how many girls in the classroom. We're going to do tally marks for that. And then in the beginning, it's a lot of teacher-driven, but now it's to the point where they've done it enough where they can come up and actually do the tally marks on the whiteboard. So they love the warm-ups. And then we do a whole group instruction. And then we'll have some type of guided math, whether it's a small group independent practice. And while they're meeting with the teacher, there's a group meeting with the teacher, all the other groups are doing math stations. So they're doing independent activities of things that we've already learned, but it's reinforcing those topics. And they love the math stations. And then I don't have homework though, so that's an extra piece in second grade.
And then, I'm not sure if, is there anyone in here who doesn't know what IXL is? Kindergartners? Okay, so you know what IXL is. Okay, so.
I mean, yeah, but that's another station, and actually I'm just introducing that now to them, and they love it. And it's so good, I love IXL for helping them prep for the NWEA, because the questions are just like they are on the NWEA, so they really get used to those throughout the year, and by the time they take the winter and spring NWEA, they do a lot better, just because they've had a lot of that practice.
And then second grade gets homework, not every day, it varies. More, when we get deeper into the year, they'll probably get homework just about every day. But again, because they do need to read at least 20 minutes a night, I don't want to overload a child, they need their outside playtime too. So the homework should be, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes max. Usually I try to make it about 10 minutes, and if it's really frustrating, then I want parents to know. Write me a note, say, she tried, it's not going that well, you know, and I'll review it with the child the next day.
So kindergarten, no homework, other than like if I notice after teaching them how to write some numbers, if they're just really struggling, even after some extra practice at school, I might send something like that home. That would be about it for us.
First grade math-wise, if there's something that they didn't finish at school that needs to be finished, that will get sent home for you to do at home. Or there might be a test that Mrs. Cosby will send home that you want to correct with your child and then send the test back. That's usually the first grade math.
And, you know, again, in second grade, just using the planner is very important. I'm trying to tell the students, if you do not have homework, please write no HW in your planner, so your parents know. Don't leave it blank. If if, let's say, like today, I assigned a little bit of social studies, and there were a couple of kids who happened to use their time at school, and they got it done, and I just said, okay, write it in there, and then just write done next to it, so your parents know what's going on, so. Remind your children to write something in a planner.
We'll just skip this, because we're,
Yeah,
we're running
yeah,
short on time. So,
okay.
yeah, just questions.
I think we're good. So, we're done. If you have any questions,